Ask that spectators please remain off the field for the game during halftime and after the game, and we thank you for your cooperation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paul McGinley Field for our first matchup of this year's SCAC Championship Tournament between the Austin College Kangaroos and the Southwestern Pirates. This is our first quarterfinal of the day. Set to kick off here momentarily. We'll get a look at the season statistics between the two teams, with Austin College coming in at 6-10-1, but coming in on an extremely hot streak. 3 consecutive victories to end out the season and qualify for the tournament. Southwestern coming off a victory against Centenary most recently. They're 10-6-2. You can see pretty even on shots, corners, a little bit of a difference on goals and goals allowed, things of that nature, and that shows in the results column as well. Both teams here taking the field. We'll get the starting lineups first for the visiting team, the Austin College Kangaroos. Starts with Xander Spurlock, sophomore midfielder, Diego Rodriguez, first-year midfielder, Ahmet Ramovich, Stephen Hirsch, Jean-Marie Luando, Jonathan Gonzalez, Cesar Escobar, Pablo Macias, Logan Newman, Juan Rodriguez, and Colin Somm. Very similar lineup to the team that we saw last Sunday here defeat Trinity 2-0 in a shock upset that got the Kangaroos into this position. For Southwestern, it'll be Jack Viles, first-year goalkeeper from Scottsdale, Arizona, in between the sticks. Talk more about that later. The battle for the #1 spot in Coach Norman's team has been an interesting one all season. Moving forward, we got Garrison Van Houten, Fernando Garduno Jaramil, Brendan Douth, Will Mecklenburg, Luis Ramirez, Seth Holzman, Ashton Bynum, Logan Jenkins, Scott Wilson, and Richard Maybury. Matchup I'm going to focus on here is the 2 talismanic first-year midfielders. Number 10, Ahmet Ramovich for the Roos. Number 14 for Southwestern, Ashton Bynum. You look at their season statistics, both mentioned as honorable mention in the most recent SCAC awards that were announced yesterday. Last time these two teams faced off, it was Ashton Bynum at the double, and Southwestern took the 3-1 victory up in Georgetown. Looks like they've got something planned here straight from the get-go. 4 players lined up on the near side, 1 just out of your shot as well. It's going to be Bynum to get us underway. Center official Cesar Rodriguez goes through the checks, blows his whistle, and we are off here at the SCAC Championships. Southwestern sent the men forward down the left flank. Here comes the ball. Van Houten, the nearest Pirates player, and eventually sent clear by Spurlock for the Roos. Expect a frantic pace here. I was rewatching the first matchup between these two teams as we waited for this one to kick off, and it was very much a back and forth affair. A couple of mistakes defensively for Austin College cost them in that one in the end. To be solid at the back as they were a week ago against Trinity. And especially their goalkeeper, Juan Rodriguez, senior from El Paso, was a standout. Ended up as the SCAC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance. A couple of incredible saves, keeping the Tigers off the board in that one and allowing his team into this position, into this postseason. When it looked so bleak, they went on an 8-game winless streak, and they were able to turn it around. I asked Coach Mark Hudson about that. You know, what happened in that stretch from mid-September to mid-October? How did you manage to turn it around? He said, you know, it was really over the last 6 or 7 games where the game started to become close. Overtime games, 1-0 losses. He said the tight game with Colorado gave the team confidence that they could play with anyone, and they stayed the course, and the results finally started coming in. Started off with a 1-0 double overtime victory against Centenary on their senior day. Jean Luando had the winner in that one. Followed that up with a couple of away victories, 3-1 against Schreiner. Ramovich was at the double in that one, and then the 2-0 away victory here against Trinity, as we've talked about. is what put them into the tournament. It's going to be a free kick for Southwestern, just 5 or so yards away from the halfway line. They're going to send everybody forward, though. Will Mecklenburg to take. Senior defender puts his hand up, sends the ball in towards the near post. And it's sent out of play here, but I think maybe that's cleared. Not against the Southwestern team. It's going to be a long game for Austin College if they give up too many of these throw-ins every time they get the opportunity. Coach Norman's side going to put the ball into the box. Mecklenburg has used the flip throw at times and also just the traditional long throw over the past couple of seasons. See if he has the space in the corner to go for the flip. It's also a little bit rainy here. The wet conditions could play into it. Looks like he's just going to go for the traditional long throw. It's still into the danger area. And the whole Austin College team standing up, blocking my view of that one. They're excited to be here to get this opportunity. You know, postseason, all it takes is getting that lightning into the bottle, keeping it jarred. Austin College certainly has that coming in. The momentum entirely on their side. Although Southwestern, of course, also ended their season with a 3-1 victory. That was at Centenary. Now we've been talking so much about Ashton Bynum had a goal and an assist in that one. Moando for Ramovich. Header didn't get the power that he wanted. Logan Jenkins sends it down the line. Seth Holzman looking to take a couple of players on, loses out. Spurlock now back on the ball for Austin College. Good combination for Xander Spurlock. Gets it out into space for the Roos. It's brought forward now by Stephen Hirsch. Switch the point of attack here now onto the left side. Bynum applying the pressure. Diego Rodriguez swings it back to the right side. Good ball movement here from the Kangaroos. Luando taking on his mans. Sent out into touch by Scott Wilson for Southwestern. Best move of the game so far for either side.
Good Jonah. That's on the resume. I even told him walking around like, this guy's got such good.
Austin College not going to send this one in like their counterparts will pretty much all game. Said take it short. We've got the ball now 25 yards from goal. Out on the far side with Pablo Macias. Macias puts the ball into the box. Ramovich applying the pressure here. Van Houten sends it clear. Coach Norman urging his team to push higher up the field here. Still had 6 players in the defensive half now with Austin College on the ball all the way at the other end. Southwestern, not a team that you would accuse of playing expansive football. They're going to take everything that they can get. They're not going to waste an opportunity to get the ball into the box. They're going to be astute defensively, especially where last season, and got them all the way into the NCAA tournament for the first time ever. Last year's SCAC tournament being held in Georgetown. Southwestern playing at home nearly became the first team to win the tournament after playing in the quarterfinal round, falling on penalty kicks 4-2 to Trinity University. Here's another team that will be trying to become the first to play 3 games in a weekend and win the tournament. We'll see them later on today. Austin College starting strong here now on the left side as the rain starts to fall. Ball into the feet of Ramovich, can't hold it up. And again, Van Houten sends it clear. 2 number 11s there coming together. Holzman comes away with it for Southwestern. 6 goals, 2 assists for him, the sophomore forward. San Antonio went to Lady Bird Johnson High School. It was a All-SCAC honorable mention. Van Houten for Southwestern was in the second team. Nobody in the first for Coach Norman's side. It's going to be another chance for the long throw here. Mecklenburg all the way over to the other side to take. Ball sent into the area. Van Houten wanted to flick it on at the near post. Instead, Austin College going to get it clear. Ramovich in pursuit. He's on the ball here. Numbers in the attack. Somebody coming to join in for Austin College. Some space now. Can he get the shot away potentially? He's going to cut inside onto his left foot. And he shoots for the near post. Looked like his weaker side there for Logan Newman. It was all too easy though from a Southwestern perspective. One long ball, Ramovich in space. Able to create the opportunity for Newman. And an errant goal kick there from Jack Viles. Drew the applause from my left, the Austin College bench. Spurlock now turns out of pressure. Austin College really playing with a confidence that fans that watched them all season wouldn't have seen for quite a long time in that barren stretch. A goal kick here for Southwestern. I mentioned that season last year, and they finished second in the conference, 8-4-2 in the regular season, and then finished second in the conference tournament, falling in penalties in the final. But they got their first ever NCAA tournament bid via an at-large selection, and they lost 2-0 to UMHB here on this field. Since then, they graduated their top goal scorer, Jake Swanke, among a few other contributing seniors. And they're not the only team in the conference that are relying on first-year players to carry the load offensively. And the sophomore as well, Seth Holzman. Bynum on the ball now. Some space for him to get his head up once the ball in behind for Holzman. Rodriguez comes out to clear. Austin College here set up to press. Trying to get in the face of the Southwestern back line as this one's headed back into the arms of Juan Rodriguez. 10 minutes into this one, say Austin College has had the better look at goal. But even then, you wouldn't classify it as a huge opportunity. It came out of a decent passing move. It is a brisk Friday morning. Not our most familiar game time here at Paul McGinley Field. First time we've kicked off before 12, I believe, all season. Fitting in all 5 games this weekend. 2 quarterfinals today, 2 semifinals tomorrow. And the big final, the game that will determine who plays, who represents the SCAC in the NCAA tournament, will be on Sunday. I believe that one kicks off at 12. Be with you all weekend here on the Tiger Network. Thank you for joining us here for quarterfinal number 1. Austin College and Southwestern, number 4 and number 5 seeds after the regular season. Colin Somm on the ball for Austin College, just around the halfway line. Spurlock wearing the armband for Coach Mark Hudson. Just the sophomore, trusted in a leadership role for the Roos. Couple of touches for Austin, just popping up on them, preventing them from going forward in this build-up. They're going to go long here. Van Houten repels. Ramovich spreads the play now for Spurlock. Bynum loses his footing. Already in the first game, field looking a little bit worse for wear. The precipitation falling as Luendo gets Bynum up in the air again. Have to expect the field will be pretty torn up by the time Sunday rolls around. Southwestern just clears this one into the channel. It's going to be dealt with here by Colin Somm, back to his goalkeeper Rodriguez. Spurlock on the ball, drops it back. Head up now looking for the big switch, intercepted. Stephen Hirsch that couldn't find his teammate on the far side. Austin College, though, continuing to win it back quickly. This time they have the ball into the feet of Ramovich. 5 goals, 1 assist on the season. Couldn't control it that time, but it's out last off of a Southwestern player for a throw-in on the far side. Got the ball down into the corner. Be another throw-in for the Roos. Third throw-in in quick succession. Southwestern, pretty much everyone back here in the 18-yard box area with the exception of Seth Holzman. He's staying high, and it'll be a corner kick now for the Roos. He will even come back here. Looks like everybody on hand for the Pirates defending. Couple stay back for Austin College. Ramovich to take the corner kick on the far side. One option at the top of the box. Instead, send it in, driven towards the near post. Comes back to the first-year midfielder. Lovely piece of skill. He gets the ball back across. See, that's the type of thing he's capable of, creating that yard of space that he needs to operate. We'll get another opportunity from the far corner flag. This time they do go to the top of the box. It's not the best ball for Cesar Escobar, the other first year that's been pivotal offensively for the Roos. Just put it in right at his shins. Couldn't get it under control and get the shot away in time, but you saw something maybe off the training ground there.
Focus, sharp boys! First and second! First touch! Challenge!
Well, we have the opportunity here to talk about goalkeeper Jack Viles. Doesn't lead the team in appearances in the goalkeeper position this year. That would go to Jackson Kruger, who was also Defensive Player of the Week back in Week 3. He has 8 starts. Viles has 6. Here's a chance for Southwestern going the other way. Seth Holzman's going to take some defensive action from Colin Salmon, who's up to the task. And even sophomore goalkeeper Sam Laud has appeared in 4 games, 3 of them starts. So nobody's been the out-and-out number 1 for Coach Norman this year. You wonder if there's injury issues with Jackson Kruger. He was the starter last season. Now, depending on first-year goalkeeper Jack Viles today. Also started the last game against Centenary. Back to the live action. We've got Ashton Bynum here. Left-footed service off the corner kick into the near post towards Van Houten. Spurlock gets it clear, not all the way for the Roos. Eventually, referee's whistle goes. Dangerous delivery there from Bynum, looking for Van Houten. 3 goals, 2 assists in his junior season. He was the Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2. You see the 2 to watch that we've been talking about. Ashton Bynum and Ahmet Ramovich. Very comparable seasons. Very comparable hairstyles as well. Both teams relying on them as first-year attacking players. Flick on there from Stephen Hirsch in the midfield. Does fall for the Roos. They want it over the top for Ramovich. He's up there on his own, having the challenge. Let's go, Duno Jaramil. Good couple of touches there in the midfield for Stephen Hirsch. He wants it back here, just outside the center circle. Under pressure from a couple of Pirates players. He's going to have to keep the ball. Unable to do so. Jenkins puts it over the top. I think the offside flag would have gone up. Instead, the whistle's gone for a foul. Behind the play. It's going to be Mecklenburg to take as everybody heads forward for the Pirates. Definitely see where they're lining up. The run was made a little bit early. Try and get in behind the Austin College back line. And the Roos are able to clear. It's going to swing through the back line here for the Kangaroos. Plenty of space on the far side. Looks to go down the line now. First sub ready will be for Southwestern. Coach Norman not happy with maybe how little of the ball his team has been able to have so far in these opening 18 minutes. Van Houten just sends it clear. Takes out somebody's umbrella. They won't be happy about that one. I think maybe something to do with trying to get support up alongside Seth Holzman, who's been very much isolated. And Bynum can't get up into the attack. It's 4-4-1-1 formation for the Pirates. Holzman looking to get in behind here. Som cuts it out, but the Roos have to be wary of that ball in behind. Offside flag stay down here for Holzman. There's going to be an opportunity. He takes a big first touch. Rodriguez comes to claim, and he does well. A little bit disjointed there, trying to hold the high line for the Kangaroos. They get away with it, though. There's that man, Xander Spurlock, on the ball, who I believe held him onside. He gets the get out of jail free card from his goalkeeper. And we continue on scoreless. Ball kept in play on the far side for the Roos. Ramovich comes into support. On the ball in behind from Macias. It's going to be tracked down by Diego Rodriguez, brother of the goalkeeper Juan. Good work there from Spurlock. Gets the ball into the feet of Ramovich. Wants to get it out wide. They'll be happy just to keep possession here with Macias. Ramovich. Touch past one. He's won the battle there against Van Houten. Still not cleared for the Pirates. Hirsch had plenty of the ball in the central areas for the Roos. That time he goes wide into the feet of Ramovich here at the top of the box. Couldn't get the turn in. The constant pressure here from Austin College continues. Spurlock, time on the ball, wants it in behind. Luando's tracked this one down. He's going to get the shot in on the left foot, and it forced a diving save there out of Viles. It's deflected. Team in the maroon kits with the white undershirts moving from left to right is currently in the driving seat against Southwestern here. Luando under pressure here, has to be careful. He's going to go back to Xander Spurlock. Now Macias can bring it forward on the far side. Pablo Macias, sophomore midfielder from El Paso. I think all the names that we've been calling so often, Spurlock, Macias, Hirsch, Ramovich, all first-year or sophomore players for the Roos. So this late resurgence in the season, maybe they just needed that adjustment period. Now they've built this team into something that can really compete in the conference tournament and in the years to come. Van Houten misses his clearance there, goes with the overhead clearance. Still not completely away for Southwestern. They were claimed for handball against Richard Mabry. Ball down the line for the Roos. They get the cross away. Van Houten again called into action. And again punts it clear. Composed defending there from the Roos. Spurlock puts it back across to Colin Saum.
Movement.
Excellent first touch there from the window. He gets it under control. And he goes down the line. Wants a throw in for his teams. Rain picks up a little bit here. It's very overcast. You don't see any big storm clouds around. You just suspect that the droplets are going to stick around for both games here. And why wouldn't you? I hope you choose to do the same. We have Trinity and the University of Dallas kicking off at 1:30 after the conclusion of this one. Macias now on the ball for Austin College. Some excellent footwork on the far side. But eventually the Pirates do get it clear. They're still waiting to make that sub. It's been, say, about 5 minutes since their number 20, Mitchell Glode, took his position at the halfway line, but his team can't get enough of the ball to win their own throw-in or goal kick. But they may have a counter here. Logan Jenkins brings it forward down the left side, gets the ball into the feet of Holzman. Wants to turn. It's dealt with well, though. Bynum again, just can't seem to keep his feet in the midfield areas. There's a nutmeg from Ramovich. Austin College really feeling confident, and why not? They've had the lion's share of possession here in the opening 20 minutes or so. The best couple looks at goal from either side as well.
Try to get that overlap. When John gets the ball that high up, try to get that overlap in.
Michael Berg puts that out for another throw-in on the far side. Austin College continuing to push the initiative here. Can they create something? And lead to the opening goal. They scored pretty early via a penalty kick last week. And finished it off late on with a counter-attacking goal. Good footwork on the far side. Can you get the cross away? Referee says no, it's going to be a goal kick. There will be a chance for that sub to finally come into the game as Michael Glode, see who he's set to replace. Looks like Richard Mabry comes to the bench here, number 22 for the Pirates. Restart here with a goal kick from Viles. Flicked on, and then the flag's going to go up, or excuse me, the referee's hand went up. And the first booking of the game, I thought maybe it could have gone the other way. There's a little bit of a tug. And then maybe a lash out. Not sure really what the referee was seeing on that one. Coach Hudson just as curious as I am, asking fourth official Jeremy Tierez, what is being said over the microphone. The communication between the officials. Austin College lined up on the edge of the area here, trying to defend this one. It's going to be sent in. Some good movement from the Pirates in the box. Can they rise to meet it? May fall for Bynum. He tries to take the shot on his weaker right foot. Was unable to make the contact that he wanted there. Still no answer on potentially what that yellow card could have come in for. I try to follow the dialogue between the coaches and the referees just in front of me. Either way, the free kick doesn't lead to anything, and it is now Austin College going the other way, winning a free kick of their own. They're going to take their time here, I think, and set it up. Ramovich on the ball, 15 yards into the attacking half. Way out from goal. You're going to have to try and pick out a teammate here. You'd expect. Sends it all the way to the back post. It's an excellent ball. Pinpoint accuracy to the far side. Hirsch tried to get it under control, and he lost out there on the dribble. Chance for Southwestern just to catch their breath after an early flurry of opportunities for Austin College and constant pressure for 10 minutes or so. If you just look at the records of the two teams, you'd expect maybe the opposite, but when you look closer into the schedule, the recent results, you realize Austin College is riding a real wave of momentum at the moment. It's carried over so far into this game. Spurlock drops it back. Colin Somm on the ball. Once the long diagonal for Luando. Headed clear. Jenkins, good footwork in a tight space. The ball is put in behind here for Seth Holzman on the chase. He's got the pace to get there ahead of Spurlock. Referee says nothing doing, but Spurlock's done well to recover. Still not completely cleared though. Haramil on the ball. Spurlock involved once again. This time involved with the substitute, Michael Glode. Ball eventually out for a throw-in. Be taken by Xander Spurlock. Glode wins it back. Those two battling once again. Jenkins trying to come forward on the overlap. He does well, gets the ball into the feet of the forward. Dropped off for Hollandmill. Here's a chance potentially for Jenkins on the left foot. It was excellent work from Logan Jenkins, the senior left back from Grapevine. But he maybe showed why he's listed as defender there as soon as he got into the box. Lost his head a little bit, lost his way. Good work though, combining up the left flank. Juan Rodriguez sends it forward, flicked on in the midfield. Luando puts it over the top, looking for Ramovich. He's got his arm locked up with Will Meckelberg there.
Time!
Another excellent diagonal ball hit out to the far side, creates the space for the Roos, 1-against-1. Van Houten comes out to meet it. Ball's looking for the feet of Ramovich inside. It's cut out, and now Southwestern goes the other way. Holzman. Glow joining him in support. Bynum arriving late. He's going to get the ball here. Loses out, but he wins a free kick. He's fouled by Diego Rodriguez. I think Bynum realized he wasn't going to have much space there, and he did just enough to win the free kick. 30 minutes into this first half, Southwestern have another opportunity from a restart. This one 40 or so yards from goal. Going to be taken by Fernando Garduno Jaramil, first-year midfielder from Pflugerville, Texas. Luis Ramirez also standing in around the ball. I think it will be Ramirez, the junior. Bynum feigned checking in here. It's going to be the ball into the box, though. Looks like as Van Houten has to meet his teammates. Left side of your screen. Southwestern taking their time here, maybe something off the training ground. Sent in eventually towards the edge of the box. Van Houten wants to flick it on. He does get a foot on it. Rodriguez has come all the way out, and he's going to have to get back into his goal here. This ball sent into the area. Emergency defending here for Austin College as their goalkeeper's back in. And the ball is put out for a throw-in on the near side. It'll be subs for both teams here. For the Roos, it'll be Rodolfo Garcia. And for the Pirates, Zane Kiblawi and Jack Adams. It's going to be the long throw here from Southwestern, as we've come to expect. Meckelberg sends it in. Met at the near post there by Stephen Hirsch. And the referee initially pointed for a goal kick. I think he's reversed his decision, and rightfully so. It'll be a corner kick for the home team. See who that came off of. Hirsch rising to meet it. Actually might have come off of his arm there. Nobody really protesting for handball. Interesting look there from the replay. Bynum can take the in-swinging service here on the right foot. It's a low driven one in towards the near post. Removich gets it clear and then nearly fell. I'll tell you what, that was close for Michael Glode. San Antonio native playing back in his hometown. Nearly got an opportunity there. If it wasn't fully cleared by Removich and the Roos. See just how close that was to potentially falling for the Pirates' number 20 inside the area. Would have had the goal at his mercy. He could have reacted in time. Jenkins wins the initial one. He gets the ball down. Spurlock going to go back to his goalkeeper here. Has to be quick on his feet. Especially as conditions continue to be just a little bit dreary here. Be careful going back to the goalkeeper in a match where one slip, one mistake could potentially end your season. This one's not cleared here by Austin College. Bynum gets the shot away. He's claiming for handball. And the referee's going to stop it here, as I think it came off of the head of Colin Somm. We'll get a look at that shot coming in from Bynum. Spurlock got the initial clearance, fell for Ashton Bynum at the top of the box. And it does just go directly into the face of Colin Somm. He stayed down here. It's the medical team come out to check on him. Be a big loss for the Kangaroos in their back line. He's been playing exceptionally well over the past couple of games. Chance for Southwestern to come over, receive some fluids, receive some tactical instruction from Coach Norman. One last look at that volley. Bynum really caught all of it, and it ended up being the face of Colin Somm. See, he's going to be checked via the concussion protocol you'd expect. As the clock is stopped here. A few of the Austin College players making their way over to the bench. Removich most notably hearing from one of the assistant coaches. Some instruction. He's up front on his own here. I've seen him play a little bit deeper as the attacking midfielder at times this season. Ended up playing almost in defensive midfield at the end of the Trinity game, as they were just looking to see it out. Talking with Coach Hudson during the week about Ramovich. He said Ahmet is as mature of a first-year player as you will find. He's a fantastic young man. He has a huge drive to be successful, and he just wants to get better. He loves to learn, but more than that, he's also a great teammate. He went on to say it's not just about Ahmet, but the whole freshman class that's come in and really made an impact in their first year on campus. See, high praises sung for his number 10, his group of first-year players. He's going to have to make a change here, though. Doesn't look like Colin Somm is going to come back into the game, at least right away. Or maybe he is. If he's past the concussion protocol, he's going to grab some water. Looks like he's going to be one of 3 players set to come to the game for Austin College. Next opportunity. And with the ball being stopped in possession of Southwestern, I believe they're going to get an indirect free kick here. They're going to have to defend this one without their center back, Colin Somm, on the pitch. One of their tallest players as well, up against a extremely tall Southwestern team. Real opportunity here for the Pirates. Straight from the restart, we're back underway as Bynum sends it in towards the back post. They got that one wrong though. The runs never matched the delivery. And the subs will get into the game now. For the Roos, it'll be Mickey Maloney, as well as Isaiah Winger-Rayo. Changes on both flanks, it looks like, for Coach Mark Hudson.
Also in number 3, Isaiah Winger-Rayo.
Logan Jenkins meets the goal kick there. Spurlock puts it back out into touch. Michaelberg comes across, as he does, even from here to take the throw in. It's a frustrating strategy to play against. Every time the ball goes out, you know, A, you're going to have to defend, and B, you're going to have to wait as he makes his way up from the back line. Remember, even though Trinity was able to win here against Southwestern early in the season, some of the players for the Tigers voicing their displeasure with the style that the Pirates play with. Certainly robust, and they're not going to let any opportunity go to waste. Can they make the most of this one, though? Throw in a ways from goal. Michaelberg sends it in. Met by a Roos defender. Bynum sends it towards the back post. The sliced shot looked like could have broken for a teammate. Winger-Rayo just onto the field, drops that one back to Macias. Van Houten reads it well, but didn't get his clearance as he would have liked, and now's a chance for the Roos to go the other way. Pass is intercepted. Ball now into the feet of Ramovich. 40 yards from goal, on the dribble. Ahmet Ramovich going to have a strike on the right foot. Didn't catch all of that one, but he certainly has the license to roam and make the decisions in the final third. He's the one they want on the ball. That time, his decision may be a little bit ill-advised. Good footwork there from the Roos. They get out of a tight space on the halfway line. Spurlock, his pass intercepted by Jenkins, who's really been the most prominent player in yellow in this first half. Some good runs down the left side, combining with teammates. Van Houten misses his clearance once again. He struggled the last couple minutes or so. Ramovich can't get it down to shoot. Hirsch under pressure. Turns under pressure from a couple of Southwestern players. Roos restoring order here in terms of their dominant possession that they had so far in the majority of this first half. They're down the line now with Macias. Macias 1-against-1. The clearance for Kablawi, first-year defender from Houston. Glode the only one forward for the Pirates as this one's sent in towards the back post. Spurlock on the overlap, going to meet it. Drop of the shoulder, cuts inside now onto the left foot, gets the shot away. Lost his footing as he took the shot. And now Hirsch down the line. Ball from Maloney's, put behind for a corner kick for the Roos. Ramovich across to take the corner. The Roos looking much more like a team that's 3-0 in their last 3 games than a team that's 6-10-1 on the season. Ramovich with a low ball in towards the near post. Bynum with the clearance. Spurlock gets it in play. And the linesman's flag stays with Austin College.
got Hirsch. Easy.
High kick this time going to go against Hirsch. Midfielder graduated from Bryan Adams University last spring. Certainly made an impact this fall in Sherman, Texas, on campus of Austin College. It's going to be Mecklenburg to take. This long ball is going to be sent forward from about 20 yards into the defensive half for the Pirates. Their number 6 launches it forward. Jack Adams challenging for it. Spurlock gets it down, drops it back to his goalkeeper, Rodriguez, who dealt with it well in the end. It wasn't the best back pass. Could have led to issues for the visiting team. Winger Rayo drops it back there to Macias. Macias forward, looking for Aramovich. It's cut out. It's tracked down, though, by Rodolfo Garcia. Wins the throw in on the far side for the Roos. 2 more subs poised to come into the game for the Pirates. As of now, though, it's just constant possession for the Kangaroos. They haven't created much out of it. As of yet, though, here's a chance, though, on the overlap for Spurlock. He can't keep it under control. It runs out of play for a Southwestern throw. And they will get those subs into the game. Jacob Nadeau and Vicente Lopez.
Number 21, Vicente Lopez.
Vicente Lopez going up front here for Jack Adams, who just got a quick 5-minute run out. Jenkins also departs for the Pirates. They're a good first half shift on the left flank. Garrison Engstrom as well into the game for Southwestern to finish this half. 5 minutes to go. First period of play. First half of our first game in the SCAC Championship tournament here, taking place on campus at Trinity University for the first time since 2012. So excited to bring this weekend full of soccer action to you. 5 games on the Tiger Network. 2 today. We followed this one up with Trinity and Dallas. Spurlock under pressure here for Austin College. Dances on the ball and gets it back out into space. Colin Somm spreads the play now for winger Rayo. Rayo wanted the ball into Ramovich. They haven't got him involved as much as they might have liked to. Playing as the furthest player forward in maroon. Almost as a false 9. Has license to drop back and get on the ball. But when he does so, they need runners from the midfield, from the wide areas to get in behind and stretch the back line for Southwestern, who've had a couple of slip-ups but have been largely untested so far. Definitely, though, Austin College winning that midfield battle, just about converting that into dangerous opportunities. Maybe in the second half, we'll see some adjustments from both sides that open up this game a little bit. But it's certainly been cagey so far. Southwestern down the line on the far side. They're going to win a throw-in. Here's an opportunity for them. Mecklenburg saunters up the field. He's going to draw off the ball, and he's going to send the ball into the area. Austin College have to be alert. Can't lose your marker here. The target's been Van Houten almost exclusively. Looking to get flick-ons. Here is the throw-in in towards the area. It's repelled at least initially by the Roos and then sent clear. Aramovich now on the ball. It's an excellent clearance that found Aramovich in space. He's being joined by a couple of teammates. There's a slip in the Southwestern back line. It's created some space down the line now for Austin College. Can he get the cross away? Instead, he wins a corner. That's the second time that from a long throw, Austin College has been able to catch Southwestern out on the break with an accurate clearance, and Aramovich getting on the ball. Aramovich on the ball here for the corner kick. Maloney wanted to show short. Now he's on the edge of the area, still in plenty of space. Looks like they're going to just send this one in, though.
Hey, get the box out. We got 3 back here.
Another one towards the near post. That's been a common theme, either because he's not getting the lift he wants, or maybe that's the designated position they want to send it in towards. Test the goalkeeper. Jack Viles. Players stayed down here for Austin College. Not sure what happened. This was a little bit unexpected off the ball. This would be a big loss. I believe it's Stephen Hirsch, who's been probably the most involved player for Austin College in this first half. He's limping off the field now, helped by a couple of his teammates. And they're just going to have to hope that he can carry on in the second period of play. He's been dictating the pace in the midfield areas for the Roos. He's wearing a brace on the right knee. And he certainly looks like it's something to go on with the right knee. He's favoring that one. As you can see, he's helped off the field. He's replaced by Seth Dinger ahead of this corner kick for the Roos. Dinger onto the field. The corner comes into the box from Ramovich. Looks for the near post again. It's in there for the Roos. Can they get the shot away? It's deflected up in the air at the back post. And it's in the back of the net. Austin College takes the lead in the first half. How about that celebration as well? Both from the bench and on the far side. The worm coming out for Pablo Macias. He has the opening goal. Austin College continues to ride their wave of momentum here in the SCAC Championship Tournament. See, the first corner kick that Ramovich has really been able to lift into the area, and Southwestern just couldn't get it clear. The shot came in, deflected up in the air, and it is a little bit of a howler there, if we're going to be honest, from Jack Viles. Goes through his legs, and I don't think it's goal bound, or if it is, Bynum's going to clear it off the line, and it comes off the back heel of the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. But if you continue to create the opportunities, things like that will fall for you, and that's what Austin College has been able to do in this first half. They've been dominant in possession. They've started to create those opportunities as of late. Can Southwestern answer before the break? Minute and a half to go. Bynum into the wall. Ramovich repels. Those two at the heart of everything their team doing offensively. Going to be a conversation here between the center official, Cesar Rodriguez, and a couple of players, one of each team. I think he just wants to calm down, as it's been an exuberant performance here, especially since the goal's gone in. You see almost the swagger showing through for the Roos. The long throw taken by Mecklenburg, sent in towards the near post, flicked on. Juan Rodriguez comes and claims comfortably. Expect the visiting team just wants to see this half out now with the lead.
1 minute.
First shot on goal for either team results in that tally on the scoreboard. The all-important one. Currently the deciding point as Spurlock sends that one into the body of Jacob Nadeau. Out for a throw-in. Spurlock down the line, can't control it. Logan Newman. That might be the first throw-in taken by somebody not named Will Mecklenburg in a yellow shirt. Spurlock sends it forward towards Ramovich. He can't win the header. Southwestern looking to create one last opportunity in the first half. Bynum goes down under the challenge. Advantage played as it's down the line for Glode. Glode cuts in, gets the shot away on the left foot, And Austin College eventually gets it clear. They'll take the lead into the halftime interval. And you have to say it's deserved. You can see leading in most of the categories that flashed up there at the bottom of your screen and leading in the one at the top of your screen, and that's most important. 1-0 to the Roos. We head into the break. We'll be right back with you. And we'll have a special guest after 15 minutes on the Tiger Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Paul McGinley Field for the second half of action between Southwestern and Austin College. My name is Ryan Figert. I'm joined by a special guest, SCAC Associate Commissioner Russell Kramer. Russell, how's it going?
Ryan, I'm doing great, man. It's a huge weekend for the conference, not only here at Trinity, but two other championships going on. We got our volleyball championships getting underway this afternoon over in Seguin at TLU, and women's soccer already underway as well. They're in the first half, or getting ready to start the second half of their first game, similar to us in Georgetown at Southwestern. So it's a huge weekend for the conference. I'm excited to be here and appreciate you welcoming me on today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited here for the second half. We're going to be looking for a response from Coach Norman's Pirate team after they went down 1-0 off of a corner with just a couple minutes left in the first half. But we talked about it moments ago. We felt like Austin College really dominated in the first half.
Yeah, certainly, especially that first 20, 25 minutes, it felt like they carried a majority of the possession, and the field certainly felt like it was tilted in their favor. But Southwestern, they had some chances. They love to get that ball in the box and trying to create a little bit of chaos and maybe put the defense in an uncomfortable position and see what they can win out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at a little bit of a shift in the midfield. It looks like Ramovich going to play deeper for Austin College. They lost Hirsch to injury at the end of the first half. I saw him trying to run it off. He got his ankle taped, but he's on the bench at least to start here in the second half. And I believe he's replaced by Rodolfo Garcia for the Roos. Be a throw-in on the far side for Southwestern. And the trademark jog from Mecklenburg heads over to take. A long throw, just one of those components. You talked about them looking to get the ball in the box at any opportunity. He is a big component of that, without a doubt. It's sent down the line for the Roos. And clear again. Just some direct play from both sides to start the second half. Offside flag up against Ashton Bynum. Southwestern team looking to repeat a conference tournament run that they nearly pulled off last season, falling ultimately at the final hurdle in penalty kicks against Trinity. They would have been the first team ever to win the conference tournament after playing on the Friday. Then they got the at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. We talked about a little bit over the break how maybe that signifies some big things in men's soccer for the SCAC, Russell.
Yeah, it's been a great year. Last year was very exciting to get two teams in. First time since 2011 when both Oglethorpe and Trinity University got in that tournament. Unfortunately, both bounced by UTD in the consecutive games. Trinity.
There's a chance not to cut you off here. It's ball into the box for Austin College. Ramovich with a piece of skill on the far side. You can go ahead and continue.
Yeah, I remember that. Just giving a little history, back in 2011, Trinity got the first round bye, and they were set up to play the winner of the Oglethorpe-UTD match, and Oglethorpe fell in the first game, and then UTD came here and unfortunately was able to knock off Trinity. But yeah, we were thrilled to obviously get two teams in. It was a lot of fun. It was a run that was very remarkable by Southwestern. Nobody's pulled off the 3 wins in 3 days, but we've had a couple that have advanced to the championship game. But like you said, it'll be, if it happens this weekend, it'll be the first time in conference history.
And not only these two teams looking to do it, but Trinity is going to be playing later on today against University of Dallas. Those two teams looking to do it as well. Trinity has won 7 consecutive SCAC tournaments, and they'll be looking to make it 8. It's going to be a little bit of a different path, though. We'll talk more about that later on this afternoon as the cards come out here for Cesar Rodriguez early in the second half. It's going to be a booking for Michael Glode, the junior from San Antonio, Texas. I mentioned Oglethorpe, though. Of course, you played for Oglethorpe from 04 to 07, back when they were involved in SCAC play.
Sure did, when the league looked a little bit different than it does today. But yeah, I'm a SCAC lifer. Played in the SCAC. First job out of school was in the SCAC, and now back with the league. So I'm take a lot of pride in what we do as a conference office and what our teams are able to do on the field.
Austin College there gets the flick off of the ball sent into the box. They're still in possession on the far side. Bynum tracking defensively, and he crossed. Luando didn't quite get his foot around it. It's behind for a goal kick. And you mentioned a little fun fact involving Coach Mark Hudson for Austin College.
Yeah, Coach Hudson. So he's an SCAC guy as well. He played at center and then was the assistant coach up there for a long time until he took his first head job here at Austin College there in Sherman. And his first season, actually, Oglethorpe, we went down to Sherman. And I was on the unfortunate side. Fortunate for Coach Hudson, his first ever collegiate win, first ever SCAC win was down there. 2-1 we lost It was a tough outing for the Petrels, but it's a great memory for Coach Hudson, and we've actually joked quite a bit about it as we become friends now in the colleague work world.
Austin College here looking to establish the possession that they had throughout the majority of the first half. It's with Macias now the left back for the Roos. Ball goes infield for Rodriguez, brother of the goalkeeper. Excellent flick around the corner there from Ramovich. And Van Houten not going to be whistled for a free kick there as Rodriguez goes down holding his face. Referee going to stop the clock here as per the protocol. Need to look at that one. I think the referee, maybe to be fair to him, has his view shielded. It really looks like maybe a block there from Van Houten. Didn't get much of the ball. Rodriguez, though, okay to continue. Diego Rodriguez, the first year from Phoenix, Arizona. His brother, interestingly enough, Juan Rodriguez, listed as from El Paso, Texas. So maybe a little bit of moving around in the childhood years for the Rodriguez. Not the only set of brothers on the Austin College team. Also have Rafael and Chris De La Garza on the roster. And I talked a little bit with Coach Hudson about some of the seniors he lost last year. One of them was Juan Ramirez. He was a leader offensively for the Roos, and his brother is now on the team, Alexi Ramirez. So a little bit of familial ties in the Roos.
Yeah, there's a lot of good family connections. Actually, both Rodriguez brothers being named SCAC Players of the Week in their respective offense and defensive categories earlier in the season, which was kind of a unique, fun connection there.
Yeah, and the elder Rodriguez Juan, the goalkeeper, actually also named Defensive Player of the Week in Week 10 for his performance here at Trinity. So a couple of those awards picked up for him this year.
It was sparkling. I was listening to your call and watching the game, and he had 3 or 4 just remarkable saves that certainly earned him that honor.
Ball sent forward by Southwestern. It's going to be cut out once again. It's Austin College just playing with confidence and taking players on the ball, keeping the possession. They look like a team in form. They certainly are. Looking for their 4th consecutive victory. This one would be the most important, though, to allow them to advance to play Colorado College tomorrow. Colorado, the #1 seed in this year's tournament after they took the regular season title with a couple of games to spare. Offside flag stayed down. Here's a chance for Southwestern. The shot comes in, and it's Rodriguez again. The protestations from the Roos, they thought it would have been offside. I certainly thought it was offside. Linesman has a better view than we do, but it was a chance for Holzman. He's not the one you want to give the chance to on the Southwestern team. They couldn't take the chance there. He has 6 goals, 2 assists on the year. And he produced a corner kick opportunity 6 minutes into the second half. Bynum to take, in-swinging service on the left foot. It's a low one towards the top of the box. And it's sent clear. Ramovich wanted to help it on, instead put it back into the danger area. Now he's 1-against-1 defending Bynum. Bynum cuts inside, wins a throw-in. As good as a corner for this Pirates team. We'll get a look at the chance. Looks like he may have been held onside. You see that even the goalkeeper has got his hand up, but he makes the big save with the right foot. Takes that little bit of an edge just to stay focused in that situation when you feel you may have been hard done by and distracted by the possibility of offside. This one's flicked onto the near post by Van Houten, still not cleared by the Roos. It's back out to Mecklenburg. Right-footed service is high wide and not so handsome. Ends up on the roof of the net. After we talked about the first half earlier, what's your assessment so far? 7 minutes into the second half, you've seen the response that maybe you expect to see from the Pirates?
Yeah, there's definitely got to be urgency, I would imagine, from the Pirates, and they're trying to get the ball direct, get it down in there, and like we talked about, make Austin College feel really uncomfortable when you're getting that ball in the box and try and create some chances. Certainly a very strong team in the air, and they've showed that throughout the season.
Here's the ball under control for Seth Holzman. Had that chance moments ago. It's out wide now for Bynum. Edge of the area. Really strong play there from Xander Spurlock. Takes a late challenge as well. Referee playing advantage. Austin College looking to come forward on the counterattack. Tries to spray it wide for Luando. Luando, one of the quickest players out there on the pitch. Now he's driving at the Southwestern back line. Wants to get the ball back on the 1-2, but it's given away. Van Houten there a little bit higher up the field than he normally plays. Just puts it out for an Austin College throw. He was a part of the All-SCAC second team with all those awards coming out this week. We screen will see him tomorrow. He was Offensive Player of the Season for the SCAC. Newcomer of the Year, Griffin Meyer, will also be in action against one of these two teams tomorrow for Colorado. And the Defensive Player of the Year coming from the University of St. Thomas, Carlos Marquez. What can you say about the Celts in their first season? They made a few surprises, I would say, finishing third in the end.
Yeah, it's been great to see, some new names kind of surface to the top of the SCAC table in men's soccer. It's one of the things that we talk about, as a league all the time. Constantly want to continue to grow in strength and continue to grow in competitiveness. Obviously, just even from the teams that are, in getting buys this weekend and teams that are having to play on the first day today, it's always fun when you kind of see some new names surface. And I think it just speaks to the work that the head coaches in this league are putting in and the commitment that we've really made to soccer.
Here's a chance now maybe for Glow up the other end of another one where the flag stayed down against Holzman. He's playing right on that shoulder of the back line, putting himself about, and the linesman's flag so far has been kind to him, staying down by his side. Assistant referee Roque Castilla on the near side. Mecklenburg up to take the throw. For those unfamiliar with the rule, why are we not seeing St. Thomas this weekend?
So St. Thomas is in the middle of transitioning from the NAIA to Division III in the NCAA. So it's a 4-year process. They're in year 1 of that, and since they're not eligible for the NCAA tournament or any postseason play within the NCAA, it's similar to the way Johnson and Wales has been in our league when it comes to team sports. Not taking away any other opportunities for our institutions in our league that do have that opportunity to play in postseason play when it comes to the NCAA. So it will be in time that we'll see, the Celts at an SCAC tournament and a championship, but it's part of the process and part of the addition to this league and the change that this league has been going through. And it's been quite a journey, going back to 2012 when we had 5 teams and slowly under the leadership of Dwayne Hanbury, the commissioner of this league, to grow back to 10. I think, even though it creates some difficult moments and some tricky, things that we have to get over in terms of hurdles-wise, in the immediate future, I think, going forward, it's going to be huge to have that full round number of 10 teams and continue to grow as a conference office.
Yeah, absolutely. Back talking about the play, it's going to be a free kick for Southwestern. It's about 25 or so yards from goal. A couple of Pirates over it. Bynum, one of them. Somebody's hiding behind him. Can't get a number. But there are 4 in the wall for the Roos. Plenty at the back post as well, lined up for the Pirates. Stutter step and the ball sent in towards the back post. Man, wide open. And she couldn't apply the finishing touch. It was Zane Kiblawi, the first-year defender from Houston. Found himself in all kinds of space at the back post. You can tell both of these teams put in some work on the training ground this week, looking at set plays. They've both had a few creative ideas from restarts. So far, though, the goal coming from the corner kick for the Roos is the decisive moment of this one. Southwestern's come out, though, in the second half on the front foot. Excellent volley, cross-field ball. Sent out to the left side now. Bynum looking to get on it. And I think it's going to go as a corner kick. Austin College certainly doesn't agree. They were ready to go for the goal kick. Looked like Southwestern was ready to go for the goal kick as well. They'll take every opportunity, though, to get in the box, as we continue to say. 8 men forward for the Pirates, just 2 back, just 1 left forward as well for Austin College out of your screen. It's going to be an in-swinging delivery from Luis Ramirez on the far side. Right-footed service comes in towards the near post. Rodriguez gets a hand to it. Now Ramovich, can he apply the calm that they need? Instead, it's over the top for Southwestern. Shot comes in. I don't think my voice there conveyed the urgency that Austin College had in trying to get that one out of play. Their goalkeeper was at the top of the box. Juan Rodriguez staying down here. was an interesting passage of play, though. It could have resulted in the equalizing goal.
It's interesting, Ryan. Austin College feeling like it's in a very similar situation that they were just a week ago on this field, up 1-0. An urgent, a team with a lot of urgency that, is desperate to try to equalize. I wonder how much, confidence they build from a result that they get last week where they come out on the winning side when they've just been in a similar situation like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point. And we were looking at the replay there for the save, and I think we underrated how good that was. He goes up to meet the first shot, and he's coming down, and he's able to get the deflection on the second effort as well. I think he might have got the touch on the third, but don't tell the referee. He gave it as a goal kick. Rodriguez continues his heroics in goal here at Paul McGinley Field for the second consecutive game. On the other end, though, Southwestern's been dealing with some difficulties in between the sticks. We saw the goal in the first half go off the leg of Jack Viles that really probably should have been saved, or at least kept out initially. But he is amongst the 3 goalkeepers, all of which have at least 3 starts, at least 350 minutes played this year. It's not ideal to still be in that goalkeeper battle as you head into the postseason.
And they had such strong goalkeeping play, if you remember, in this tournament a season ago, really carried them. Goalkeeper actually being named the defensive player of the tournament, and really I thought was a huge part of what they were able to do in terms of finding that late season success. Yeah,
Jackson Kruger, the player you mentioned, junior goalkeeper, he's back with the team this season as there's another excellent save from Rodriguez. So far, that's the difference, I think, the goalkeeping play between the two teams. Continue to talk about Jackson Kruger last year, made the difference for the Pirates at the conference tournament. This year has 8 starts, but you have to think it's probably through injury that he's missing out. It's the only one that's posted a shutout this year for the Pirates. Rodriguez doing all he can to keep his at the moment for the Roos. A couple of excellent saves here in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Another in-swinging delivery in, punched away by Rodriguez again. Ramovich brings it clear on the dribble. He's got players ahead of him. He's cut it forward at the second time of asking. Ball being closed down here by Cesar Escobar. There's the other Rodriguez. David gives it away that time. Colin Salm puts that one into touch. It'll be a throw-in for Southwestern. Raindrops continue to fall at a leisurely pace, we'll say, in and out. Those complicate slightly the idea of trying to get the ball into the box from every long throw opportunity. You have to make sure you dry that one off. I've been the player that sometimes let it slip through the hands trying to take a throw in, and it's a little bit of an embarrassing moment. Mecklenburg looks like a little more assured. Certainly gets all the reps from the throw-ins for Southwestern.
Hey, get in front! In front!
This one's in again towards the near post. Rodriguez gets ahead to it. Austin College, last 10 minutes or so, really just trying to get any sense of order and possession in this game. After first 50 minutes, you say they were dominant, and they were deservedly ahead. Recently, though, they just can't seem to get a foot on the ball.
Yeah, they had so much control, especially that first opening 20-25 minutes where it almost looked easy in terms of the way they were able to possess the ball. And right now, understandably so, Southwestern, pressing a little bit, needing to get that equalizer.
Bynum sends it into the area. Another dangerous service. Rodriguez gets a foot to it. And now it's a chance for Escobar to go the other way. There's a swipe at him. We'll see if the referee comes back for that. Cesar Escobar still coming forward, and he's going to draw another free kick. I'll tell you what, that is an interesting situation for the official, Cesar Rodriguez. So I think there were 2 different fouls there by the same player. If you go back a little bit further on the replay, you see a flick out at Escobar as he's on the break. And you could say that's a yellow card foul, and then the one that eventually brings him down could be a second yellow card foul.
Yeah, interesting. It almost felt like trying to just create a foul to get some men behind the ball and not allow a counterattack. And credit to the Austin College player there. He kept battling through, and then the second foul certainly was very clear.
Yeah, Scott Wilson goes into the book for Southwestern. Maybe fortunate that it's just a yellow card next to his name. Escobar scored on a similar breakaway to iced the game against Trinity, and I think Southwestern would have seen the tape there. Saw his pace on the break, made sure that he didn't get in behind the back line. Ramovich takes the free kick, drills it in towards the shins of the players. Came off as a Southwestern shin last, and now they're going the other way. Chance for Seth Holzman on the break. And we'll see what the referee decides to do here. He's behind the play. He's going to rely on his linesman there, who says no foul. Certainly a coming together on the edge of the area with Colin Salm. There's a little bit of afters here as well. Just looks like Rodriguez and Holzman coming together. Tough to tell if he really gets enough on the ball to warrant the no call there from the official, and there's going to be a discussion. Diego Rodriguez. Be surprised if he's not one of the names about to come off. 3 subs ready for the Roos, and 2 preparing themselves for the Pirates. Again, they're setting up here for the long throw, looking for the flick on at the near post. They'll look for the flick. I think Van Houten will be the target after the flick. He's making the run from the top of the box. It's sent in towards the near post. Rodriguez comes for it, and he does well in the end. I believe it's a goal kick. Bynum can't believe it. Ramovich is sure that it's the right call, as you'd expect. You know, the aggressive form of goalkeeping you're not used to seeing from Rodriguez. He's not afraid to come off his line, and maybe he's just putting off Southwestern a little bit. Something maybe you have to do as they continue to put the ball in. You need a goalkeeper that can dominate the area. So far, Rodriguez has provided that.
And his confidence has clearly grown as you know over the past 3 or 4 halves. Really in this win streak that Austin College has gone on. It's pretty remarkable. I mean, you look back 2 weeks ago, this team was 0-5 in SCAC play and really on the outside looking in, and all of a sudden now with 3 wins in a row find themselves right in the thick of things, especially now with a 1-0 lead and under 30 minutes left to go here in this first quarterfinal matchup.
Isaiah Winger-Rayo, one of the subs into the game for the Roos. He was credited with the goal in the first half.
His first goal of the season, I believe.
What a time to get it if you're him in his senior season from Frisco, Texas. Rodriguez didn't get enough of that one on the goal kick. And it's going to be brought under control. Good driving run here from the midfield for the Roos. It's back out to Winger-Rayo now on the near side. Cuts in onto his right foot, gets the service towards the back post. He has a runner there. May fall at the top of the box. And it's put into the houses behind the goal. That one not what he would have liked, but there's the first really chance for Austin College on the break we've seen in quite a while. I think the biggest miss in this second half for the Roos is their number 11, Stephen Hirsch. He's still not back into the game. Looks like he's into his street clothes as well, so we won't see him the rest of the way. He was really dictating the pace of play, spreading the ball wide in the first half. And it's going to take a big effort from Rodolfo Garcia, his replacement. We just saw a good driving run from him moments ago. Trying to restore order in the midfield as there's a free kick won by Xander Spurlock. And I'm going to have to say goodbye to you soon, Russell. Any final thoughts as we look forward to an excellent weekend of soccer here on campus at Trinity?
No, Ryan, just my main final thought is a big thank you to you. Thank you to all the people here at Trinity. Sports Information Director Justin Parker, the Athletic Director, obviously Bob King, and all the hard work that everybody's put into. We really appreciate it. It's been fun listening to you throughout the season on the call here on the Tiger Network, and grateful that you'll be here with us all weekend.
Excellent save there from Jack Viles, and we'll say thank you very much to Mr. Russell Kramer, Associate Commissioner of the SCAC, for joining us here for the first 20 minutes of the second half. We may catch him a little bit later on this weekend. He heads off to his day job, I think tweeting for the SCAC account. In the meantime, it'll be a corner kick for Austin College. Spurlock inside the box, gets the left-footed shot away towards the near post. Austin College convinced that it got a touch from the goalkeeper. Referee disagrees. And I think Austin College had the better case there as Jack Viles pushes that one the other side of the post. Didn't need to get a touch on it. Wasn't goal bound, but looked like he did from that replay. Bynum dropping deeper to try and get on the ball. It's been a good last 5 minutes or so from Austin College. After a spell, they found themselves on the back foot. And their goalkeeper had to bail them out a couple of times. This one sent over the top. Van Houten forward. Rodriguez comes forward, gets a head on it, and gets it clear enough to where he can drop back into his goal. Good battle on the far side there. Dejan Savage on the field for Southwestern. First time we've mentioned his name today. And we are 3/4 of the way through this game. Austin College still lead off a late first half goal from Isaiah Winger-Rayo. Southwestern's come out strong though in the second half, looking to grab the equalizer. Flicked on at the near post, could fall for Southwestern player. Closest to it was Van Houten. Savage in there as well, but it ends up in the arms of Juan Rodriguez, who's doing all he can to extend his senior season as a member of this Ruse team. As Russell mentioned a few moments ago, his confidence continues to grow with every result, with every big performance that he's put on in an Austin College shirt. You have to say maybe something about Paul McGinley Field for the Kangaroos that just has a little bit of magic in it for them. Coming and getting the upset last week, and they are currently in pole position to continue their win streak to 4 games here. Just nobody can really get a foot on the ball here. A little spell of pinball. Eventually Austin College with some intricate play in the build-up. Van Houten tracking back, though, does well. He's playing further forward here, and the ball's in behind. Coming across, though, Colin Somm gets it clear. Luis Ramirez was the one that was looking to get in behind there. Looks like Van Houten permanently playing further forward. It's not just a set-piece thing, although they have had quite a few of those. Ramovich the only one forward at the moment for the Ruse. Everyone else back to defend this corner kick, or excuse me, throw-in. They set up the same way. Bynum on Rodriguez, who's been quick to come off his line. He stayed on his line here as it's flicked on at the near post. And sent clear by the Ruse. Logan Jenkins gets a touch. Ramovich in some space, though, if the pass could find him. And it was cut out on its way through by Fernando Garduno Jaramil. The energy coming from the Southwestern bench is certainly pushing their team on, but here's another issue for the Ruse. Another player gone down injured, another important player. This is the second time we've seen Colin Somm. He's going to have to come out of the game for sure this time as he's holding the hamstring, motioning to the bench. Clock is stopped here as Coach Hudson comes out to check on his center back. Be a big loss. They thought they were going to lose him after a collision in the first half. Brought him to the bench, but he was able to come back into the game. He's made a couple of crucial tackles since then. See some instruction from Coach Hudson as to how they're going to adjust here. Colin Somm out of the game. We're going to look at the All-SCAC first team. A couple guys, 3 of them in total, play here at Paul McGinley Field. Cotaspati, Galan, and Vander Lee. Nobody in this game. A few of them in the second team, though. You can see Van Houten. Quite a few names, of course, from Colorado College. TLU, number 1 and 2 seeds this weekend. See them tomorrow. The winner of this game will advance to play Colorado. Southwestern has played them twice this year in the non-conference matchup in Georgetown. They were victorious 3-1, which was a interesting result considering how Colorado College shaped up in conference, only dropping 1 game, which was a shock one on the road to Centenary. But TLU, Southwestern have both beaten Colorado on the year. So that'd be an interesting matchup if we get to see it tomorrow. Pirates going to have to do some work, though, to force that matchup between two teams that play in yellow in the SCAC. For now, it's a throw-in for Spurlock at the halfway line. Headed clear. Looks like Macias dropped into the center back role right now in the absence of Colin Somm. Macias puts it clear towards Ramovich. He's onside. Thought he might have had the flag come up as he came back from an offside position. Wasn't to be. Van Houten playing as the number 9 at the moment. He's a center back, but he's got the athleticism to play really anywhere. He scored a few goals this year as well. Here's Ramovich at the top of the box. Can he get the shot away? Still may fall for the Roos. It's gotten clear that time by Southwestern. Spurlock down the right side. Splits a couple of defenders, and it was an honest effort from him to stay up. Really, when you see that shaping up, and you go to split the two defenders, it's very easy to go down. You expect one of them's going to stick a leg out, try and make a tackle. Subs coming in now for both teams. For the Roos, Cesar Escobar is back in. Seth Holzman and Jack Adams in for Southwestern. Spurlock takes the throw on the far side. See, shot still in favor of the Roos. They'll get another corner here. Despite Southwestern's flurry of opportunities at the start of the second half. It's been a very even game. Unlike the one that took place in Georgetown, in which Southwestern pretty much controlled it from start to finish, a 3-1 victory in which Ashton Bynum, grabbed a couple of goals. This one, though, being played in entirely different circumstances. Neutral site for the two teams. And since then, Austin College, of course, on a terrific run to end their season. 3-game win streak coming into this game. This one sent in by Ramovich towards the back post. Could fall. And he got it all wrong on the volley there. Still not cleared, though, for Southwestern. The volley coming in from Seth Dinger went further away from goal than where he was positioned. Dinger trying to track this one down. He's not going to be able to do so. You see one of the Austin College players mimicking how he runs. Not the quickest player out there on the field, Dinger. Had the opportunity, though, to double the lead. Just didn't quite strike it how he would have liked. This throw-in sent down the line by Mecklenburg, and even the throw-ins expert gets it wrong every once in a while. Goes straight out of play. This one put over the top. Macias deals with it. Dinger flicks it on. Ramovich as well. Macias, couple of touches. Out wide now for winger Rayo. He loses out. Good work that time in the midfield from Rodolfo Garcia. Just setting the pace as that deepest lying player, as Hirsch was able to do in the first half. This one over the top. At the back post, there's a runner for Southwestern, Michael Glode. He's trying to keep this one alive. Ball dinked in towards Van Houten. Garrison Van Houten can't get it under control. It comes all the way through for Juan Rodriguez. Juan Rodriguez punt just beyond the center circle. Jenkins tries to get it under control, but it's fallen for Austin College on the far side. 4 in the attack, now 5. Ramovich comes forward from the midfield. It's going to fall to him, the number 10 at the edge of the area. Takes on one man, can potentially go wide to winger Ryo, and he does. Ball sent into the area. Under hit cross, though. And now Jenkins trying to come forward from center back. Good piece of footwork there from Nathan Escanuela, excuse me. He's in that back line now in the absence of Colin Somm, who had to depart through injuries. Sat on the bench right now, everyone else standing. To my left for Austin College, everyone standing down to our right for Southwestern as well. Both teams' season on the line, and as of now, Southwestern the one heading home after just one game. Last season was a totally different story. They went all the way to the final on home turf. But what's been a little bit of a sophomore slump for their head coach, Justin Norman, could culminate here in a first-round exit in the SCAC tournament. Still time, though, for the Pirates. Bynum sends it in towards the back post. Glode couldn't get there first. Escobar wants to go wide for winger Ryo. It's cut out by Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg floats that one in. Rodriguez claims comfortably. Ball rolled out to Ramovich. They just need him to hold up the play here. And he goes back to the goalkeeper. Rodriguez sends it clear to the halfway line. Escobar challenging for it, loses out that time to Scott Wilson. And again, Rodriguez just going to take his time here. No rush for him as we're under 15 minutes to go. In this first round matchup, Austin College looking to get their 4th consecutive win after a 0-5 start to life in the conference this year. It's been the case of a young team growing into it. Sparked into life on senior night by one of their most experienced figures, Jean Lawando. He's on the bench at the moment. That was a 1-0 win against Centenary. Then they had the 3-1 win at Schreiner, 2-0 win here against Trinity, and they're looking to continue that streak and see this one out against Southwestern. Simpson over the top. Couple of players in pursuit. Flag stayed down for Southwestern. Shot comes in towards the back post, and it was dragged wide by Fernando Garduno Jaramil. He's up there for longest name in the SCAC. Make a long run there from right back. The flag stayed down, and the shot rolled wide. Van Houten will come out here. He's played all over the pitch, really, in the second half for Luis Ramirez. Expect we'll see him again in a last-ditch effort if Southwestern can't grab an equalizer before. One of their biggest aerial threats with the amount of service they get into the box. You can understand why he was up front for some points of this game, despite naturally being a center back. Winger Ryo now. Wanted the dinked ball over the top. Instead, it's Southwestern going the other way. Ramovich playing in a deeper role now, defending. Putting it all out there for his team. And that went out into touch for a Southwestern throw. There's claps and applause from the Pirates coaching staff. They'll take every opportunity they can get from a throw-in. Mecklenburg sets up in towards the near post. To watch the arms there, Rodolfo Garcia started to wrap his hands around the Southwestern player. Winger Ryo going the other way, gets the ball in behind for Escobar. He's got the pace to get there. Can he get there first? What a challenge that time, and he had to get it right, not only because it would have resulted in a real opportunity, but Scott Wilson was on a yellow card, and if he misses that one, he's certainly off, and that could have been game over. Challenge of the game, really, so far. When Russell was with us for the first 20 minutes, he mentioned the parallels that he saw with the game against Trinity, and that would have been about as parallel as you can get with Escobar going the other way. This was a very similar situation that he was able to score against Trinity, just on the break, full speed ahead. And what a tackle. Scott Wilson keeping his season alive, you have to expect. They were either going to go 2 goals down or a man down if he didn't get that one right. Mecklenburg from the halfway line here. Everybody forward towards the back post. Ball sent up in the air. Nobody really sure where it was for a moment. Holzman trying to track it down. And wins another corner kick for the Pirates. Again, 2 players setting up on the corner as we've seen throughout the day. And as expected, Garrison Van Houten checking back into the game. Next opportunity, he'll be onto the pitch. This one sent in towards the area. Rodriguez comes to meet it. No problem for him. He continues to dominate the box, but the shot comes in from the top of the box. Still not cleared for the Roos. And Rodriguez comes out to meet it. He's always alert to come off his line. Does well that time. Wanted to go quick, then realized the situation. No need to. You see, he's alert to the danger. And there's Southwestern's danger man getting fouled. Ashton Bynum had 2 goals against Austin College in the first matchup between these 2 teams. Hasn't been as influential today. Five goals, 3 assists on the season for him. All SCAC honorable mention announced this week. That one flicked on by Seth Holzman, behind for a goal kick. Under 10 minutes to go as Van Houten checks back into the game. And I think it will be the final action for Scott Wilson. That challenge that we looked at the replay of moments ago. He's come off the field now on a yellow card, understandably so, but his intervention kept his team alive in this game. Rodriguez is going to take his time. 7 corners apiece so far between the 2 teams. Double the shots on goal for Southwestern that Austin College have had. A lot of that's come in the second half. And there's another excellent challenge this time. It was Escanuela. Can't get that name quite right. Nathan Escanuela, senior defender from Jesuit in Dallas. Escanuela gets it clear that time as well. Good recovery play that time. Tracking back Cesar Escobar. He and winger Ryo make their way forward into this attack on the right side for the Roos. Ramovich wants to spray the play wide. Can winger Ryo get it under control? He does. Excellent first touch from him. He's got a runner ahead of him. Cuts inside. Uses a stronger right foot to put the cross in. Van Houten had to use every inch of his 6'2" frame there to meet that one. Some space, though, for Rodolfo Garcia in the midfield. Referee does well to evade it as it's sent down the line now. Dinger battling with Logan Jenkins. It's gotten clear eventually. It's tracked down, though, by Macias. Ramovich as well loses out. 3 in the attack now for Southwestern. Can they get the ball in behind here? Rodriguez out to meet it. And he does everything he can, gets enough on it. He's going to have to retreat towards his goal now. It was Jack Adams in behind, the number 9 for Southwestern. Now he's up and ready to get on the end of this service into the box. It's towards Jack Adams, and he was there. He was the nearest towards it for Southwestern. But Rodriguez, aggressive goalkeeping, continues to pay dividends so far. Southwestern can't punish him coming off his line. And he does as well as he did there. Number 7 for both teams coming into the game. Dejan Savic for the Pirates and Diego Rodriguez for the Roos. See just how close Jack Adams was to getting on the end of that one. The first year forward from Bishop Lynch High School. Shot comes in from the edge of the box behind for another corner. Lost out off of Ramovich. It's going to be a fight here, tooth and nail for Austin College to get this one over the line. Still 7 minutes to go. They've largely been on the back foot in the second half after a dominating performance in the first period of play. 8th corner of the day for Southwestern. Sent in towards the back post. Jack Adams rises to meet it. And it's another corner kick. There's a player down. I believe it's... Actually can't get a name on that one. Looks like Glode, who went down before the ball even went into the box. Southwestern coaching staff not pleased with the speed of which they got this corner back into play. Here it comes from Bynum. Ramovich sends it sky high, not too far clear though. Van Houten tries to keep it alive. And it's a goal kick for Austin College. See now, Austin College being outshot. Wasn't the case for the majority of the game, but recently Southwestern coming on strong, forcing those 4 saves out of Rodriguez, who's taking his time here, once again taking the goal kick. Goalkeeper wearing the number 33. It's been his team's standout performer the last couple of weeks as they've turned their season around. Van Houten sends it forward. Glode looking to get it under control, battling with Xander Spurlock on the far side. Macias now tries to get it clear. Southwestern throw in. This time they just get it in quickly, put it down the line for Glode. Spurlock again battling, and looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Good defending that time from the visiting team. Rodriguez gets the warning here from the referee about time wasting, and the plea from my left, from the Austin College coaching staff, is, well, that's how long they take every time they get a throw in, especially in the first half. He's not wrong. The 4th official, though, told him he was. Van Houten now brings it forward. Still playing, looks like in center midfield now for the Pirates. That one cleared by winger Rayo. Van Houten now on the ball, loses out that time to Escanuela. Excellent sliding tackle there from Rodriguez, and free kick for Austin College. A chance to maybe get the ball in the box and grab a second goal, or just take their time in doing so. As referee eventually will stop the clock. A few seconds there milked, though, by the Roos. We'll see heavy challenge coming in from Mecklenburg. Undoubtedly a foul. Had to come through the man to try and win the ball. And we are 4 minutes from time in our opening game of the SCAC Championship Tournament here at Paul McGinley Field. Austin College holds the advantage 1-0 after a late first half goal. Ramovich to take, looking for a second goal. Spent in, though, comfortably into the path of the goalkeeper, and a coming together that was very unnecessary there. Southwestern appealing for more than a yellow card. There's certainly some force in the collision with Jack Viles, who will be feeling that one. He's still down at the moment with the clock stopped. Was a needless one, I think, really. You take the yellow card, I guess, and allow your team to get back in. The dark arts that come out in these tournament games, anything to advance to the next round. Ramovich can't win the initial header, but Austin College collectively got it clear, at least for a second. Savage on the far side loses out. Numbers in the attack again for the Roos. Will they continue to push for that second goal, or at what point do they head to the corner flag now? Plenty of space on the far side for winger Rayo. He gets under control. Southwestern defenders coming across the medium. He's into the box. Van Houten battling the 2 number 3s coming together. And it's behind for a corner kick. Van Houten doing well, but conceding the corner kick that Austin College will be in no rush to take. Lewando coming in the game. Looks like he's coming in for Mickey Maloney on the right side. Well, they've done some hard running. They want to get the pace of Luando back in, though, for a potential counterattack situation. Those flicked on the near post, and it's cleared by Savage. There's, again, something off the training ground there. They looked for the flick back to Ramovich, who was in space at the top of the box. Spurlock heads it clear. Under 3 minutes to go. Ramovich into the feet now of Rodriguez. Space for him to turn. He looks for Luando on the far side. Jean-Marie Luando on the dribble now. 1-against-1 with Savage. It's behind for another corner for the Roos. Again, this is another opportunity. Do they put this one into the box? Or do they just try and hold on to it and preserve this lead? Preserve what could be their 4th consecutive victory. They fell to Southwestern, and in that 8-game winless spell, in the middle of their season, Coach Hudson described that as they handled us the first time around, but felt confident coming to this game with his way his team's playing, and winger Ryo nearly rose for his 2nd goal there off the corner. Last touch off of a Southwestern player. And it's going to be Esconuela up from the back to take the throw. Looks like they may finally try and keep it in the corner here. Just trying to see this one out. This will be last off a Southwestern player. They keep it in play, though. Chance for them to go the other way. Luis Ramirez puts it down the line now. Glode in pursuit. Let's get this clearance right. And it's decent enough that time from Jonathan Gonzalez for the Roos. 1.5 minutes to go. Goalkeeper's coming up to the halfway line. Everybody forward except Logan Jenkins for the Pirates. It's going to be Mecklenburg to put the throw in into the box. Mecklenburg's throw in towards Van Houten, flicked onto the near post. Is there a late equalizer in this for Southwestern? It's cleared by Xander Spurlock. Still a minute to go. The Pirates putting everything forward. And there's some space now on the break if they can get the ball in behind. He's onside, but just too much put on the pass. There's a chance for Cesar Escobar to ice it for the 2nd consecutive game. Instead, Southwestern goes the other way. Everybody's offside. So they can take their time. And Ramovich stoops low to head that one back to his goalkeeper so he can pick it up. Experienced play there from the young midfielder who's led his team this season in all the statistical categories alongside the senior goalkeeper. Offside flag stays down here. 30 seconds to go. There's a decent bit of a foul in that one. The yellow card's going to come out. A tactical foul. Southwestern have one more chance from the restart. See Ramovich stooping low, the diving header back to his goalkeeper. Really from there you think they should be seeing it out, but instead they've given away one last opportunity. Is there a sting in the tail for Southwestern here? They've got Van Houten positioned to the right of your screen at the top of the box. Everybody else to the left. Goalkeeper at the halfway line. Surprised he's that far back. And it's Ashton Bynum against Juan Rodriguez to advance to play Colorado College tomorrow. Bynum towards the back post. Sent in. Luando was underneath it. And eventually it's cleared by Spurlock. Vile's going to try and get this one back into the box before the buzzer goes. And he does so. Headed clear once again. And looks like Southwestern season here is coming to an end. The celebrations begin down to our left for Austin College. And they advance. They get their 4th consecutive victory. We'll be with you here in a few moments. We'll have Coach Hudson and one of the players from the winning Roos. They take this one on a late first half goal from the corner kick. Isaiah Winger-Rayo had the winner. His first goal this season, the senior midfielder, made the difference today. We'll get a look at that goal, the winning moment here for Austin College, who continued their extremely hot form. It was just a corner kick that Southwestern couldn't get cleared. Winger-Rayo meets it at the back post and goes between the legs of Jack Viles. And they held on the second half against the resurgent Pirates team. who fall in the quarterfinal round this year after making it all the way to a penalty shootout in the final last season. They're still a relatively young team. They'll be back next year, and Austin College will be back tomorrow against Colorado College. We'll be back here in a moment with the interview with Coach Hudson and co. Thank you. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check.
I think he's ready to go, yeah.
Yeah. Make sure it's on. Check, check, 1, 2. That's good. Check, check. Yeah, we'll just be right here. Yeah, make sure. Yeah. Okay. Check, check, 1, 2. Check.
Okay. All right. All right, you guys ready to go? Appreciate it. You can come on as well. Cool. Try to frame us better. Yeah. You can go to my left if you want. That'd be, yeah. Okay, that works out. All right, so we're joined by Coach Hudson. Coach, Obviously, after a barren stretch in the middle of the season, you've been able to turn it around 4 consecutive victories. What's been the key for your team?
Hold on.
Okay. Got it. All right. All right, Coach Hudson, after a barren stretch in the middle of the year when you went 8 without a win, now you've got 4 in a row. What's the key?
I think we've just gotten a little confidence. We began to understand how we can play and what we need to do to play. And, once that confidence kicked in, and there were actually, 2 or 3 games prior to the actual victories where we were playing well. We just weren't getting the victories. So, we feel good, and we've learned how to grind it out and get that win.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you, obviously a string of really good performances in the recent weeks. What's been the key for you as you look to continue your college season?
I think definitely what we've learned as a defense, we need to bounce back. And I think this season was a learning experience for sure. And I think right now we're ready for playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. And then looking ahead, Colorado College tomorrow. You lost to them earlier in the season. What adjustments can you make to continue this momentum tomorrow?
I think we got to get healthy. We got to recover. Second game in 24 hours is always tough, and we know what we're dealing with in a very good Colorado team. And, we just got to get back and take care of ourselves and see what we can do tomorrow morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Good luck tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.